Week 3 of the Arizona Cardinals OTA practices are officially underway. And with that being said, we have a little bit more news, notes, highlights, and observations from yet another day of practice. Now, before we jump into the video and talk a little bit about what's going on, a couple of guys who are standing out, and some big time news updates for the Arizona Cardinals, I need you guys to do me a favor and go give a follow to all the Arizona Cardinals media team, man. I got to give a big shout out to them because they work so hard getting these highlights out for us, enabling us to, actually record over the footage and break down the news and notes. So big shout out to them. Go follow them. You'll see their ads on the top left of your screen. And if you guys want live updates for the rest of the offseason, make sure you guys go follow them right now. But also, do me a favor and comment down below a name, 2 players' names, whoever you might think, right? Who you think could break out this season for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, it could be a rookie, a second-year player, a veteran, or maybe even someone they just brought in this offseason in terms of free agency or a trade as well. Let me know in the comments down below. And with that being said, let's kind of dive into the video. Now, the first thing to talk about is Marvin Harrison Jr. Obviously, this dude has been an absolute stud ever since rookie minicamp. They are finding ways to implement him right away into this offense, and you could tell from day one that he is going to be, his usage rate is going to be through the roof. I mean, he's got some real special traits, not only the former NFL bloodline with his dad, but man, he just looks like an absolute unit. He's got great production as a high volume, high impact target. He runs great routes with threatening pace and good in and out of his breaks. He got good rhythm, good body control, snapping off comeback routes. He's really good at, changing speeds, stopping on a dime. He's got great footwork. I mean, everything you'd want in a player, he brings it, right? He's got really good leap ability, can snatch the ball in the air, great catch radius. Everything you'd want out of wide receiver, he has it, right? The footwork, the ball skills, the route running, everything you need from him, he has it. And so far, we've kind of seen that in camp. And he's been one of the major bright spots for this team. But also, we just got some other big-time news. Now, in a second, I'm going to play a clip so you guys can listen to the Arizona Cardinals head coach talk a little bit more about, Marvin Harrison. But they did open up some cap space here. They now have an additional $15.9 million on their salary cap thanks to the post June 1st release of DJ Humphries. But they'll also accrue a dead cap hit of $6.9 million in 2024 and a $6.9 million accrue in 2025. But overall, they did open up some cap space here, and you might see them go out there, make some more additions. But overall, throughout practice, we've seen a bunch of guys really start to stand out. Now, one of the first, obviously, being Greg Dortch. He's trying to step into a major role this season. They bring in Zay Jones, you bring in Zach Pascal, you still have Michael Wilson, but Greg Dortch is a guy that's been here for a while and really already has built that rapport with Kyler Murray. We just want to see him continue to, build that chemistry, build that rapport, and see if he can be a major threat for the start of the season. Trey McBride is someone they love, and so does Kyler Murray. He's been standing out each and every single day of practice in terms of footwork, the work ethic, and overall what he puts down on the football field is just a work of art. Paris Johnson, the former first-round pick of last season, really getting things together here. So really like everything that the Cardinals have done here offensively, and I feel like we'll finally start to see them, really come together and be a better football team next season. Need to see them take that major jump up, and I do think this year will be a year we see that. Not only because they have a brand new wide receiver core, just in terms of Zay Jones and Marvin Harrison, but I think Michael Wilson showed last year how much potential he really has, and he's another guy that's just looked good so far in camp with Kyler Murray. Desmond Ridder coming over from Atlanta, obviously not really a threat to be a day one starter at the quarterback position over Kyler Murray, but someone who definitely adds a little bit of versatility, and someone who has experience as a quarterback, a starting quarterback in the league back with Atlanta, and now will give you probably one of the best backup quarterbacks in the NFL. If Kyler does have to miss a game or two, I think they're pretty set up in terms of what Ridder could do as a quarterback. We've seen we know the potential of Trey Benson, right? James Conner. I think this team is just so set up nicely. And then Not only those guys, you look at what they've done defensively, adding Darius Robinson, a first-round pick. You added Max Melton, a day-one starting cornerback, alongside Sean Murphy-Bunting and Garrett Williams III. This team has just done really good in terms of drafting over the past couple of years. I think this is the season that we're going to finally see some of these guys break out. Now, really quickly, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family. We will be breaking down more of what's going on here in Arizona. But I did want to show you this little clip from Jonathan Gannon talking about specifically Marvin Harrison and how he has looked so far, but more importantly, the work ethic of Marvin Harrison. You can tell his goal is not just to make the NFL, but more importantly, he wants to make an impact at this level and be one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. So take a listen to this little update by Jonathan Gannon. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, and I will see you guys in the next Cardinals update. Peace.
Yeah, he's extremely detailed. He does a lot of extra, probably too much. I'm going to be fighting him about that. And he's just like everybody else right now, kind of getting out there and making sure that he's going to make some mistakes and learning from his mistakes and, understanding the thought process from Drew, the quarterback perspective, where he needs to be, all that stuff. So, yeah, I liked how he's jumped in and he's doing a good job. Because if we're spaced out with how many reps and the amount of workload that he gets, and then he goes and runs 100 routes on the weekend, he might be dragging today. You know what I mean? So now he doesn't drag, but I'm just talking about, like, I love extra work. You just got to be smart about it. You just got to have a routine about it, about what you're doing. You only get 1 cup a day. How you filling your cup? You know what I mean? And if you're overflowing it somewhere, it's going to take from somewhere else, or you might not develop like we want you to develop. So he's doing a good job with his routine and his plan and what he's doing.